up. Let's see. Slide on back. Where's my headphones? Gotta do some mic teching. Make sure. All right, hear me? Make sure my headphones are working. Mic check, mic check, mic check. Sweet. What is up, everybody? We're gonna let the give it a few minutes. Let's see who shows up. How are you guys doing? Man, I've been excited to do this. I don't know why I haven't done this before. Do live videos and stuff. I should have just set it up. So now I'll be doing this every Thursdays, maybe add in a second day a week, maybe a different time slot. That way I can get some more people who might not be able to jump in here. But I will be saving these. So anybody who can't see it, anybody who needs to take off early, anybody who can't stay and hang out, feel free to come back around. And it'll definitely be up there. I'll save it. And once I get my website updated and stuff like that, I'll start taking these live videos and just have a catalog of them on there so everybody can go back and check them out. Try and do as much as I can for free. Really, I mean, the only thing that I would even charge for is the grounding kit, because it costs me money to make it in time. More people. It's awesome. It's going to be a good session. Hope you guys brought all your kinks and pains and neck issues and shoulder pain. About 2 more minutes and we'll start up. Got my... Look how that's as big as... I need to start working out more. This thing's almost as big as I am. All right, 1 minute. That was probably a fast minute. Ah, I need this. I wonder if I should just go sideways with this. If I go sideways, do you guys see me sideways? Do you guys see sideways now, or do you have to turn your phones? The delay is amazing. It's good? It's good sideways? Oh, you have to turn the phones? Alright. Well, I think this might work. I'll be scooting back, so. Let me see. You guys can see me, right? Alright. Turn your phones then, because it'll be better. Let me see if I can prop this up. First session woes. First session woes. Some kids' books here to prop it up more. Turn your phones. Let's get it. Alright, guys. Welcome to the first session. This is going to be such a blessing to do this with you guys. Alright, I'm Josh. Hopefully some of you don't know me. Hopefully a lot of you do. But tonight, we're going to tackle our first live session. Form on, we're going to do a lot of shoulders, chest, everything in this area right here. Okay? So, and for you guys that are here, I'm going to be giving 2 of these away. This is at Roll Into Fitness. He doesn't say it on here, I guess. No. But he's kind enough to hook us up. So at the end, I'm going to figure out some way to give 2 of these away, all right? So I also use the other one, the peanut, but the this guy's been really nice to me. So, you know, peanut's a lot harder. I haven't really been using that anymore. Okay, there's the black one of this, and then there's the gray one. Gray one's a little bit softer, but I use the black one, honestly. Peanut doesn't really have any give. This one you'll find it's actually like you can just wrench into knots and stuff too. So, make sure anybody sees. Yeah. All right. Should I not turn the phone? One more check. Who wants me to turn the phone back vertical? Or leave it like this? Good? Keep it turned. All right, bet. I'll base it on one person. All right, so another one. This is the hypersphere. So, oh yeah, I got my mic right here, so I don't need to yell. So, oh, it's dead. Of course it's dead. Anyways, this is the hypersphere. Okay, if you guys have heard of Hyper Ice, you've seen the Hypervolt gun. Normally I had mine around here, but this is the Hyper Ice, okay? Or this is the Hypersphere by Hyper Ice. This sucker vibrates like crazy, but you can use it for all different types of leg stuff. You can only pretty much use it on the floor if you use it, because it's really hard. If you use it on the wall, it would sound like there's a 7.0 earthquake in your house. That's probably not funny to a lot of people right now. Shouldn't say that. Here's another one. This is Mobilitas. Mobilitas, another good company. He's hooked me up and stuff. But I actually been using, so Rolling to Fitness, he's got some 3-ballers, things like this. And then this is my basic roller. I like it. This is the hollow one. I recommend just the black density roller. You can look that up on Amazon if you don't have one. The black density is just, you got to look at foam rollers, okay? From color, the lighter the color, the softer it is. The darker the color, the harder it is. These are different because you got a tube down the middle, which is obviously pretty hard. So, and this just got a little bit of padding on it, but it's no different. This is a small version. I'm actually going to go out and buy just some standard ones just so I can have some big ones so you guys can feel like I actually play with the same exact rollers you have, make you feel more comfortable. Jeez. My wife's chilling. Giving me some burps or something. All right, so I don't want to waste any more time. I want to get right to it because I will do this, and then tonight I may or may not, but every night typically after I do this, I'm gonna come back on for a few minutes and do a Q&A. So anybody who wants to come back and chit chat. Don't think your mic is connected. The sound is loud or closer you get to the phone. Is it really not? Sound the same, guys? Now that I shut that off? Let me know about that real quick, and then we're gonna get to rolling because I want to make sure. All right. I've done these all before, so. All right. Okay. So, as you guys who know me, when it comes to, we're cutting out here. When it comes to foam rolling, it's not rolling. It's warming it up, getting the area facilitated, and then holding. You're gonna draw out the nervous system's response by doing it like that, okay? So we're gonna do a check on all these. I'll slide back so you can see it. All right, so first arm, we're gonna check it, okay? So everybody do this. Check your other arm, okay? Just kind of get an idea of what that feels like. Kind of go out to the side, see how stiff you are, how stiff you aren't, just different things like that, okay? The goal is after this, we're gonna get your arms to feel like they shoot right up, and they're, what's it called? They're gonna feel lighter. Lighter means less friction, less tension. They're gonna feel cool. Cool means new blood flow, okay? So the first area that I always start with when I go for neck, shoulders, and that area is straight on the side at the shoulder blade. And I can come up here so you guys can get all close and personal. All right, and then I can not feel like I'm missing out on you guys chatting. All right, so with this one, okay, you want to look at right where the arm meets the shoulder, okay? And so when you do that, you'll feel under here, there's a big old ball. Some bigger than others. And you're gonna get, oh boy, a little tender from the workout yesterday. So you want to get right at the top. You're going to feel, okay? So if you're like basically like trying to cut the arm off, so you get like kind of up in the arm, kind of up in the armpit, and you're going to feel the shoulder blade, okay? There's going to be a big ball going this direction, all right? So you're going to get on top of that. See how I'm kind of like banged into a wall here? Hello. So you want to, all we're going to do here, effectively, what you do when you roll is you take a spot, you find those knots, which are just collected areas of energy, and they've like, if you got a muscle that's this long, you use it, it gets shorter like this, okay? Like my bicep, when I go like this to this, it pulls together. That's what pulls my arm up, okay? If you keep leaving it short, those muscles collect energy, they get tight, and they start to harden. What we want to do is press into those knots, those adhesions, trigger points, whatever you want to call them, and we want to push them into a stretch. And then when you push hard enough and long enough, I should say when you add the right amount of pressure for long enough and the right angle, then the body is going to release that trigger point and it's going to open up, okay? So it's not about rolling back and forth. This actually causes the nervous system to cinch and clench, and then it's going to protect. The nervous system is always going to protect first. So once you're on the spot, you guys are probably doing this going, oh my gosh. You want to get right on top of the bump here, okay? And when you're on top of that bump, you're going to add just a little bit of stimulation. All the pressure going down your body. Because essentially what you're trying to do here is push the shoulder blade down, okay? So that bump that you feel, you want to basically keep bumping it until you feel like it goes down and lengthens. And you're going to notice that we sit like here for a while. I'm going to sit and chat. Like when I do one-on-one sessions with people, half the time the question that they ask me is, are we still sitting here? You know, that's the biggest thing, especially when people are like, oh, I tried foam rolling, it doesn't work, I can't get it to work, I can't do any of this. Then, you know, that's basically, I hear that, and then when we do a session, guess what they do? They're like, oh my gosh, you're still sitting on the spot. And I'm like, yep. And then when they get up, they're like, wow, that actually made the difference sitting there for a second. So keep bumping it. Sometimes I'll pause and hold. You'll start to get in tune with this as things, oh, good pop in the neck. So if your neck is doing that, bugging you guys, you can always do like this, okay? So I have my headphone here. I'll just move it for now. But you can hold your hand like here and then keep bumping it. The other thing is, I'm trying to do this because normally I have interaction between people. So some things that are going to have to kind of trigger in my head for me to remember as I say it. Some of it's going to be back. And you'll notice we're going to do some more rolling here. But it's going to feel on sometimes on the side, it's going to feel like it's more this way. Depends on if you had more pec dominance, subscap dominance, front delts, you know, dominance, things like that, or it's going to be more in the rotator cuff, which is, the rotator cuff is not some ball up in here, okay, guys? It's the 4 muscles that sit on top of your shoulder blade, literally on top of your shoulder blade. That's where your rotator cuff is. And so mine is better for me to be open like this, and then I can really feel that knot that's sticking up in the shoulder blade. And now you see I just adjusted there. So I just moved my hips up a little bit because the knot had moved down a little bit. So I want to keep that pressure. The only time we really move when we foam roll, besides this little bit of stimulation I'm adding by twitching here, is to move and make sure that we stay up against that knot, stay with the pressure on that knot so it'll actually release. Getting close. And then see now I'm doing a little drag towards the top. You can pump it and kind of like pull your body. Like basically what I'm doing here is pressing into it and dragging down, okay? And that's what's pushing this up here. More over here like this. How you guys feeling on there? You guys feeling this? Feel free to scream or type a bunch of stuff all at once to let me know. What does it say? All right, getting close, guys. Well, about 1 more minute here. So keep trying to find that knot, wherever it is. It's always going to be different for everybody. Half the time when I get on here with people, they'll see, they're like, you're more back than I am. And my neck just keeps wanting to pop. And you'll start to feel that too. As we do both sides, you'll start to feel one side of your neck will start to want to pop, and then the other side will start to want to pop. Ooh, yeah, right through there. I got a good spot. All right, guys. So let's take a little breaksy. We're going to check this as we go. Pick that arm up. Let me know if you guys feel like it's getting lighter, like it's got more freedom, more loose, okay? We're going to pull your arm behind your head, and then you're going to push. So this area right here, you're going to push it out, okay? Like as you see my body. Shift the weight there. Pull the elbow behind your head, okay? And just a nice hold. And remember, when you guys stretch, when you're doing it by yourself, you're only going to get a good stretch if you start it the right way. So if you go into a stretch as far as you can and you get that tissue to feel like it's strained at all, like it's like kind of painful or it's pulling back, and I don't just mean like, that's tight. I'm talking where you go into it and it's like your eyes are twitching and it's like really, really, really pulling on it. Then it's going to clench up and you might as well stop, wait a couple minutes and go again. I can't really see your text from over here, so I'll have to check it when I get back up there. But yeah, just push that out. Go over here a little bit. Try and get that stretch really good. Yeah, I can feel it pulling all the way up into my neck. And just wait, guys. This is just one taste. All right, then check your arm again. I'm starting to get a little bit of light feeling in there. Hey, if you got no roller, you can go get a mason jar, put the top on it. You can go get anything hard that's round. You can get anything literally that's hard. Yeah, I've used books. I've used every single thing. So if you don't have a roller, get creative. Get a rolling pin, get a can of soup, get anything you want. If it's too hard, wrap it with a towel and join in. There's no way that you have to say that you can't do this or you can't afford it or anything. I will find a way. That is my lifelong passion, is to find ways to do this free and cheap and everything. All right, same thing here. This one is a meteorite stuck in my armpit here. It feels like a brick. Woohoo, boy. All right. I'm just going to shut this off. It's easier to hold my head that way. Alrighty. Alright. I'm really curious if you're going to come back with a soup can or something. Alright. So same thing, we're just twitching here. Kind of take that elbow too. Try this out too, guys. You know, like pick it up, lean into it, pull that up. See if it helps you to, even if you take your hand off and you just, you can also do this. Totally forgot. I get real lazy watching TV or something like that, which I almost never do get the chance to. So just lay here, or, you know, if you feel more comfortable like this. It's been 3.5 years since I really worked out, since my son's been born. And me and my wife just went back. It's been a couple, like about a little over a month we've been working out. Man. I was skinny compared to what I'm used to being. I don't really care about that, but then you go into the gym and it's like, I could lift way more than this before. All right, keep bumping that. Keep trying to find. Ooh, yeah, it's a lot more on the back here, so I'll scoot up so that doesn't pick up on you guys. All right. Twitching on it. Hey, brother. Woohoo! I'm getting this one to open right up. Sometimes they're just like butter. They just melt away. Other times, it is that's the beauty of the nervous system. You know, I always say it's the designated driver you don't want. Because you'll be like, oh, I'm going to go do this. And it's like, nope. I want to do this. Nope. And it's also what protects us just from just blowing up, tearing ourselves into oblivion. So the reason why you can't get some of these knots to break up is a lot of times like, hey, you're working your upper back and things that you feel there. Pain's never where the problem is. So if your upper back is killing you and everything, it's going to be this region and then your pecs, which we're going to go to next. And you'll notice that once we hit those pecs and you actually open your chest up, all you women out there with breast implants or, you know, big boobs and everything like that, like, dude, get into them. Seriously. It's just a huge limiting factor. I always say it's like a grocery bag theory analogy that I always use. A grocery bag is like nothing at first. It's like nothing. And then within 40 steps, you're like, holy crap, this thing of eggs is killing me. I feel like I'm doing shrugs. You think about that, and poor women, you know, like you have to carry around, even if it's the smallest boob in the world, like it's causing an imbalance between the front and back. There's a little more weight on the front than there is in the back. You know, some guys have this issue too now. Like look at Sean Roden and some of these Olympians and bodybuilders. Oh my gosh, we're almost there, guys. Like, one more minute. Woo-hoo, I want to get off this one. This doesn't show what's going on in there. I've just gotten really good at keeping straight faces. But there's times when I do the one-on-one sessions, I'm just with one person and I just act like I'm at home, and they're like, "Are you okay? Are you breathing?" Start coaching me. Oh yeah, there I go. Push that down. We're pushing this direction, this direction. How you guys doing out there? Anybody doing this with me? You guys just watching, or do we got 19 people rolling? I hope we're going to have some success stories here. That's going to be awesome. I definitely will save this. I'll keep everybody going. All right, that should be enough for this side for now. All right. What we feeling like? Oh, wow, that's definitely different for me. I hope you guys are feeling what I'm feeling. Try not to slap my water bottle. All right, same thing, guys. Push this out. Pull this back behind your head. And a little lean over here. You can try that. And also, too, you guys, you take your elbow and push it towards behind you. As you do this, kind of more stretching on this region here. You can pull it behind your head and pull it kind of forward. Whatever you guys feel the biggest line of tension on, go for it. All right. Typically, I do a lot longer stretches than that, but when you're foam rolling and stuff, when you're actually going through it, how are you guys feeling there? You got some, feel like different tinglies and cool feeling, kind of like a rush going through the elbows or anything when you do that? Sweet, roll in. Haha, Machiavellian. All right, pecs. So if you guys got a bigger roller, then get right on the end. I don't care what roller you have. You're getting right on the end. And you want to get right up in this region here, okay? And you basically want to feel like your delt right here is getting lifted up, like you're pushing up under that. Yeah, guess it helps if I get my hand out of the way. Thank you, brother. All right, here, same thing. We're basically going for the same kind of thing. You're going to feel like some hardness in the armpit, and then you're also going to feel like when you come down a little bit too, you kind of go between the two, okay? So you want to get really, we're getting into this pec all up in here, okay? Wherever you feel that tense spot, get rid of that. Oh, yeah, I bet. This one's fire, right? Yeah, good spot here. Just keep twitching on it. Keep trying to find those tender spots. When you get on top of them, you're doing a little stimulation there. Get that nervous system to feel some stimulation to it, and you'll start noticing, you'll feel it unwind. And a lot of times when we just sit on spots, you feel like they don't want to do anything, but then when you actually get it moving, with a little bit of stimulation, you find that you can keep the pressure and you can hold that spot the way that you want, but you can also add the stimulation the way that people are trying to do when they're rolling back and forth and they think that's what they're doing. And in reality, if you're constantly going back and forth, it's like, I mean, think of somebody taking their nails down your back, like, you know, and not in a good way, and just over and over like this. I mean, what would you do? You know, eventually, like in just, I'm saying, like, just in a no kind of good feeling, just an aggressive back and forth, you know, you'd be clenching up. You wouldn't be relaxing. And you can't really control the release when you do it that way, you know? Like when you hold like this, you can actually see how it shifts. You can actually feel how it moves, how it opens. And as it does, you can follow it. And if you're just rolling back and forth aimlessly, then, you're really going to struggle to identify the spot that you're trying to attack. What we got to say? Keep rolling it. Yeah, that's right, Katie Todd. Hi, baby. Wifey joined. She could have already gone off, but she probably joined, so. Her and my little man are doing something. I took over the room. Ooh, boy, you go rolling more towards this way, towards right into that peck with the end of the roller. Let me get a little up close and personal. Look at that. Yeah, like digging my neck. Yeah, that's the money shot for me. And then you can take your arm, you can lift it up off the ground a little bit. Lift it up off the ground a little bit. That'll give a little more of a stretch. It'll kind of help you feel some more spots there. You can rotate a little bit there. As you can see, it's almost impossible. And then push in and just lift that elbow. Squeeze the elbow against the floor. Pick it up. Squeeze it against the floor. A little active release. Yeah, some rollers are pretty brutal. You'll notice as it goes on, it doesn't matter really what roller is. I used to look at people in the CrossFit area like they're just absolutely crazy for the PVC pipes. And then over time, I could jump right on one. And it wouldn't do much. Oh, that was like a rush of sweet blood. Oh, man. Now that's got some energy going there. I don't know about you guys, but we're just getting started. What are you feeling there now? Oh, that thing just whips up a lot better for me. Okay, so just go ahead and raise this one up here. Try and push your chest up. I wanted to show you. Put your arm back like so, and then keep it back as best you can. And push your chest up best you can. Keep that back. Another good way to do this is if you guys had something, like a couch or something, to put your arm on. You can even use a roller, but if you had a short one, I'm just demonstrating. If you had a couch or something, it'd be better. Like, here's ours, and I basically just put my arm up and then lift up. What? Foam down. Stinker. So anyway, a little quick stretch there. If you got anything like that, some of you might not be around something like that, but let me check what everybody's saying in the chiz at. Ooh, rhino roller. I feel for you, brother. Yeah, yep. PVC with PVC you could just modify altogether. You can take a what's it called? You can take a piece of PVC and you can take any towel, any bath towel, and just one layer. And since we're not rolling back and forth, if you were, that'd be kind of hard to do. You know, if you need more, do another layer around, another layer around. You can make it like whatever softness or stiffness on your roller you want. All right. I'm going to go crazy. Keep using your roller. Let's give some love to my boy, Rolling to Fitness. Who wants one of these? All right. Is he even in here? Where you at, brother? Oh, yeah, you guys got to get one of these. Well, two of you are going to get one tonight, but. Oh. Yeah, so, I mean, when you get into these balls, they're amazing. You know, it's, I see the chat, so it throws my man off. It's like having a softball or a little bit bigger ball than a lacrosse ball, but having the two balls conjoined, you know, instead of the one, you're not balancing. It's not rolling around on you. So, that makes a huge difference for being able to kind of pinpoint the areas. That's what it's all about. The whole goal with this and stretching and everything, guys, is to basically be able to lean right into the spot, think about it with your brain and focus on that spot, and then breathe and relax and apply just the right amount of pressure to where you can feel it going through it, okay? So as you can see, like here, like when I'm on it, I add the twitch, but my body is pressing in the whole time. So as I'm doing that, I'm basically lifting this into a stretch, more or less, while I'm adding pressure. So pressure and the stretch. Hence why I call my technique compression stretching, because, you know, I've fought against the massage board and everything in the beginning and stuff because I was a personal trainer and I refused to be called a massage therapist. Nothing against my massage therapist buddies, and, you know, much love to you guys out there, but I wanted to go against the grain. I wanted to be something that I could do for personal trainers and everything like that. So in the beginning, that's basically where the whole ideology of it all started. Woo, instant blackout. So back to this. When oh man, this is really getting my front delt on this side. And then get into that pec some more. Make sure you guys are constantly moving around and you know, you're holding those spots and you're twitching on them, but keep finding whatever spot is the most tender and the hardest, okay? Like, stuff should not be hard and immovable, guys, okay? Even bone is supposed to flex. That's the whole purpose of tendons and ligaments, is to keep the body as like a floating matrix. And then fascia is basically what covers everything and goes through everything. And, you know, you take the fascial network off the biggest bodybuilder in the world, they'd fall right to the ground. Nothing would hold them up. Oh, there you are, brother. There's Mr. Rolling to Fitness, guys. You see in the chat there. That's the guy who makes these rollers for us. That's who. Big shout out to you, man, for hooking us up and being so gracious, and such an honor for you to do that for us. But a few more minutes here, guys. I'm gonna make you guys do whatever side's better for me, or worse for me, I should say. It ain't better for me. what side needs it more, and hopefully that's the side for you guys. What are you guys feeling more on this one? Your pecs or your shoulders, armpit? Which one's the worst? A little twitch here. Oh yeah, see, now I got where it's pushing up past my neck. That's the beauty of this roller too, is, you know, it allows you to get closer to the ground. On a lot of things, you want to be further away from the ground because a bigger roller is going to be better for that. When it comes to certain things, though, using this type of roller allows you to get closer to the ground. So you can relax, but you can also take your neck, and by relaxing and putting it forward, I'm not really relaxing. I'm actually pushing that tissue, and it's making a sweeping motion going over, up over the shoulder and my neck. Ooh. All right, man, what a difference, what a difference, what a difference. Oh, yeah. Dude, I'm so glad I started doing this with you guys. All right, same thing, guys. Find anything you can, rotate, and lift. And you guys watch as we do this. You know, I wish it would, you know, maybe I can start jumping on live with some other people too in the future. I will. Doing some side-by-side so we can see how people are changing. But you're going to notice, like, you're going to get bigger, more proportionate, symmetrical. Like, all these things are going to come in. But, like, my arm, when we do this in a month from now, is going to be able to go up here without me having to do this. So it's all about range of motion, guys. And the time that I found out how powerful that was and how fast it can happen, me and my wife were sitting in bed watching a movie years ago, back when I first started out, and I couldn't put my leg higher than this, and so she basically fell asleep while we were watching the movie, and over 2 hours I stripped everything around the halo in my whole leg, all the way through the groin, around the top, and through the quads, hamstrings, everything, adductors, abductors, and at the end of it I was like, boom, up over my head, and with both legs. I mean, I literally could throw it up, and I couldn't go here. So when you guys think about something and think like, oh, I'm not flexible, or yada, 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 that's not true. You'd blow your mind on how easily you can become flexible. All right. What are we going to do now? Okay. So this one is amazing for what I'm about to do, because I'll show you guys really quick, and then I'm going to do it with the regular roller for everybody out there. But can you guys see it? Yeah. So it's basically on either side of my spine. That's why this one is legendary when it comes to it, because you can split muscles and you can go across them and everything. So if you're on your regular roller, grab your head. You're going to get it up, lift your butt off the ground a little bit. And then we're going to be going down. And same thing, we're going to be twitching and pushing all that tissue down the back, okay? So I'm going to do this with this so you guys can see. Although my favorite way to do it is with that other roller, because you can literally take all the spinal stabilizers, all the muscles that run right down your spine, and just drill them out. So when you're doing this, you're just getting on those knots and just back and forth. A lot of times I like to put my arms out like so, kind of get them up over the roller. Let me go a little bit more out for you guys. So you can go back over it. And it's just all about like how much support you need for your head. You can hang it back. And really just find what spot is going to be the most tender for you. Mine's right up under my shoulder blades. That's good, because that's what I was trying to target yesterday at the gym. But most of the time I'll end up after a few seconds having to switch, pull my head. And with this one, it's really cool because over time as you do this, you'll be able to pull your head and it'll all the way down your spine. Mine right now is pretty stiff, obviously because I just worked out and hit my back pretty hard. But just keep twitching and you'll feel like you're kind of kneading dough, guys. And as you're kneading that dough, the goal is just never go over the bump of the dough. Okay, if that makes sense, you know, don't let the rolling pin go up over the bump. You know, you want to push that bump out until it's flat. So I just start up here. This one's a little different with the back because it is, you kind of want to go layer by layer with this, guys. And you'll see I'm kind of inching my way down. So it is okay to roll with rolling, but you just don't want to be like, people are like, yeah, this is friggin' awesome. You know, it doesn't make any sense to the nervous system. And trust me, I understand, guys, but I don't in a way. I don't know why, but I just never rolled like that. From the day one, I'm like, this is tender. Why do I keep going over that spot, over that spot, over that spot, over that spot? It's like, no, I kept sitting on that spot and just getting just almost like in a battle with it. Like, no, I'm gonna win. I'm gonna take you out of my body. All right, I'm gonna switch to this side. I want to show you guys a little bit different. See if I can pop this up a little bit. Okay. See you later. Thanks for joining in. All right. Now when you pull here, this one, I want you guys to take your elbows, pull them together. Okay? And then take and push them towards the ceiling. You want to push them up. So like you want to take like you're stretching them as far as you can up, okay? You should feel like your shoulder blades are pulling open. As you do that, you're basically hugging your head with it and pushing your shoulder blades as far towards the ceiling. And if you do it right, you should feel like your spine is coming out, okay? Like you're pulling it out. And you're basically what I'm doing is this. I'm rounding my back by pushing my shoulders forward, okay? You can also take your hands and just reach out. But therein lies the difference. Your head is going to feel like it needs support. So even let your head hang and try it like this. I mean, I'm all about variation, guys. Ooh, I got a good spot there. Twitch on it. And twitch on it. If I get too comfortable with you guys, I'm going to start acting real stupid. Pull them in. Stretch them out. Ooh, I can get that spine really good. How's this one working for you guys? Man, up by the neck. Another variation, pick the hips right up as high as you can, like a bridge. You can get right up in those traps. But this helps best when you're still doing that stretch motion I was just telling you about, because you can get right on the spine all the way up into your neck. This is one of those spots that will cause headaches. Oh man, right there. Boy. Oh, okay, so Another thing, guys, I'm going to take a little break here for you guys. Take a little break. Rest up for a sec. See how any of that's helping you out. I'm going to check in with the chat for a sec. Another one we're going to do, we're going to go back through that again. And then we're basically going to, yeah, it's a good rolling session when your hair gets messed up. I don't really care about that stuff. Sweet. All right, so we're going to do it, and you're going to see we're going to shift our body weight to the left and to the right, all right? Why wait? Let's get it. How much time we been in here? Dang, time flies and rolling. That was epic sweet. Let me get out here. All right, let's try that again, guys. So, elbows to the head, or if you want to hang your head and go like this, feel free, or just hold your head up. And then we're going to roll a little bit of our body, twist our body to the left, okay? Man, this opens the shoulder blade and gets in there like nobody's business. And then just twitch on those big old knots. Oh my goodness, this is amazing. This is amazing. Oh, there is crazy. So you see, guys, you got pressure as one form of stimulation. You got the twitching motion, that's another stimulation, and then stretching it, that's another one of them. So, I mean, 3 forms of stimulation. You're basically just trying to get that muscle to think there's too much going on with it at once in the right way, and it'll release. But patience is the name of the game. Let me switch over here. Whoop. All right, same thing. Pinch to the head. Little lean to the right. Oh man, yeah, I knew this one was gonna be. Feels so good, hurts so good. Oh, this one just wants me to sit on it. Sometimes you'll feel like you can feel that tender spot, you can feel that knot, but it doesn't feel like you go up over anything. Sit there. You'll sit and you'll notice as the things around it dissipate and they start to spread out, you'll feel the knot is way deeper and it'll start to show itself. So that tenderness should be like an indicator. Oh man, make my face, oh, gotta pinch my arms. Stretch it out, man. Remember, pushing those arms together, elbows together, and then towards the ceiling. Stretch it out. And when you feel it, like, pull it into a stretch as much as you can, and you'll basically help release it faster. Oh, man, I'm glad you guys... I was kind of hiding my face there from that face I was making. Oh, nice. Oh, yeah, buddy. Woo! Let me think. All right, let's do a... So, knees down, arms out. Drop your butt. It's nice breathing through the nose. All right. Remember, these are just quick stretches, guys. If you're stretching by yourself or just doing a stretch day, always stretch when you're sore. The muscle won't fight you. It'll be vulnerable. It'll hurt, but it'll definitely be a lot more into opening because it's beat up and vulnerable. And long stretches, that's how you get the nervous system to give up. If you sit for hours a day, you stand for hours a day, you travel for hours a day, how do we think that movements for small amounts of time or stretches for small amounts of time are going to do anything? We've been teaching our nervous system to do things for hours on end. I mean, to think that in a few seconds it's not going to, that it's going to open up is You know, it's pretty ridiculous. It's not going to happen. We got some wows. That's always good. All right. Do I have a Twitter? No, I've never done Twitter. I don't know why I've never done Twitter. I don't know. I really don't know. All right. Spine rolling. This is a small roller. I don't recommend these if you're going to do spine rolling because you're going to see it's harder for you to get up onto. Actually doing spine rolling with this down the spine is actually more comfortable. So for me, you're basically going to get this part to sit on the back of my head here. I'll show you. Okay, like that. You guys see? Because I'm going to turn it sideways. I just want to make sure you guys see it. Because we're going to basically do snow angels. We'll call them rolling angels. All right. Good point. Okay. So you got your roller straight down the spine. This might be hard with a soup can. I'm sorry. All right. The goal is that the roller's all down your spine. You're going to be pulling your elbows towards the ground. It doesn't matter if you do this, it does this, doesn't matter. Elbows, you're trying to touch the ground. Am I going to hit anything? Nope. So, actually need to go up higher for this. So, whatever way you can get a good pinch on your shoulder blades, modify it, okay, guys? So, because my head back further actually feels better. Oh, this gets the trap, guys. Let your head hang over more. And then pinch your shoulder blades together really hard. And then move your arms slowly up and down. Oh my gosh, this is money. And wherever you feel like the good pull, that good tension, pause. Let it melt away, guys. We basically want to go through these rep ranges, these ranges motions, and we want to feel those spots. We want to get them to melt away, and then we want to go through them again until we feel a new spot, until there's no spots. It's really not rocket science. You guys just make me feel really smart. But then everybody's like, oh my gosh, this is so easy. I'm like, yes, that's what I want you to think. I don't want to feel like you think I'm smart. I want you guys to feel like this is simple and we can all do it. Because we should not be in pain. Everybody should be feeling great. Oh man, right there, jeez. That makes my brain go numb. So push it down. When you get down to the bottom, stretch as far as you can. Right in that left side is something serious. Oh man. Jeez. Holy, holy. Alright, so we're going to do 90s. Arms bent at a 90. You're going to pull the elbows, pinch the shoulder blades the whole time still down to the hips. And then you're going to reach up. Alright, I think we should take a break. That one is pretty amazing. Okay, so we did a couple like that, so I'm going to show you something different. Appreciate everybody who stuck around with me. I'm sure more people will start coming, but I know a lot of people I see tons of people watch these later. Alright, arm across. Basically here, you're just pulling this arm across the body. Best you can, you should feel all through here. Hello everybody. Oh man, I'm starting to feel like somebody took a backpack off me. I wonder how long. Does anybody know how long they do this? They still cut you off in an hour on live? And other side. Oh man. Hello, anybody who joined. Feel free to watch this again. You see see everything we did from start to finish. Doing neck, shoulders, armpits, chest. Nice stretch. stretch here. All right. Another key, especially with people training hard, right here where the, mid delt and everything meets into the bicep, tricep junction, everything is all right through here, okay? They all get into a peeing match. So, roller, arm by your side, plunk. That might hurt a lot of you, so maybe I shouldn't do it like that. All right, I'm gonna turn it, okay? Oh, it does let you focus now. I like how Instagram just throws things in and doesn't tell you. It's kind of like how they did with the flashing yellow turn signals. It's like, hi, you haven't learned to drive since you were 16, but we're going to give a whole new rule that could cause you to die at any moment. Try it out. Couldn't believe that in Las Vegas when we were there. So when you get right on here, you're going to feel like right where the arm meets the bottom of the shoulder, or the delts, sorry, the shoulder cap. And just kind of go up into it, bounce up here, and then down a little bit, bounce, whatever you feel. Remember, guys, roll forward, roll back. All right, so who's going to get these? I'm going to leave it for anybody who... for 24 hours, okay? So anybody who wants one of these rollers, who watches this video, I want to be fair to everybody because I know everybody might not be able to get in on the first one. Then what I'm going to do, for those who I see, we're in the chat, then, or in the video or whatever, just, if you saw this video, send me a direct message, okay? Send me a direct message with your name. I'm just going to be fair on this one. I'm going to put them all into a bowl. And I'm going to pull a couple names. And whoever those two names are, I'll send it over to the homie, Roll Into Fitness. And we will get you guys one of these rollers. And then I'll try and come up with some creative stuff. First one, he kind of dropped it on me. He was like, hey. I was like, oh, wow. Thank you. I am honored. But I can't think of a freaking cool idea to do it with. So we do this session once a week. You don't do the whole body in one day. No, I'd never do the whole body in one day. That'd be insane. Like you'd be just sick from everything. But the key is, with rolling, do one spot, do the exact same spot on the other side of your body before you do any other spots. Otherwise, you'll end up doing more on one side than you do. What was I going to say? Totally just spaced out there. I was reading Rolling the Fitness messages. Oh, yeah, I know you did tell me how to get more. This one will be a simple old school raffle. But so whenever you're rolling one spot, 3 to 5 minutes. Next spot, 3 to 5 minutes on the exact same spot on both sides of the body. 2-minute stretch, 2-minute stretch. Move on. That way you will have perfect neurological balance. It doesn't matter if you don't feel the pain on the one side versus the other side. It doesn't matter, okay? The meridians on the body are mirrored. So neurologically, it makes no sense for you to do this. Training one side that you feel is weaker more than the other side actually will limit you like crazy and cause major discrepancies if you were to do that. Because like when people are like, my right pec is bigger than my left, it's almost never the case. It's just tension and alignment that doesn't allow them to see their pec be the same as the other side. So, all right, take this one, just put your arm behind your back, lift your chest up real big. Now that one should make your guys' arm and this whole region right here should feel different, because mine feels amazing. Golfers' elbow, tennis elbow, numbness of the arm, things like that. They come so much from the arterial, we'll call them, the artery pathways, the circulatory pathways, everything that goes through the arm. Also, pull your head to the opposite direction. Whew. How was that? Man, this arm is like, I punched through the ceiling right now. All right, next side. So we got a few more minutes and we're done. What would you say? What about the glute that won't fire? What's that say? One always gets pretty with the other one. All right, glute issues are always pelvic issues. So I'm going to do that. Next week is going to be lower body. We're going to be doing all the pelvic stuff. And I got tons of more pelvic videos. I can't get my boxers to move down. I'm going to make it to it. What can you? All right. One of those live moments. Jeez, how did that happen? There we go. Boxer woes. You get those like tight ones, I guess. Yeah, I found EMF ones that'll actually block the cell signal out of your phone so you can put your phone in your pocket, which I try not to do, but I would if I could. All right, so yeah, next week we're going to be doing the pelvic videos and stuff. It's always a pelvic issue. Your butt is pulled up, your pelvis is pulled up. It's got the whole backside of your leg pulling. The quads are dominant because they're overfiring from over-compounding. Same thing, guys. You're getting right into that. Ooh, this one's all to the front. You see how I rolled to my front almost on this one? So always treat it like seek and destroy, guys. Every time you're on it, you could be out here, you could be over here, you could be in the front like mine is right here, and just grind it away. And everybody who's here, it's only going to be a short one tonight, but I'm going to come right back on in a few minutes after I get off here, and we'll do a quick Q&A. So if you guys have any questions, if we don't, then I'll just jump off right afterwards. But I'll go on here because if you guys have any questions to ask me, feel free. Come over there. We'll do like a 10-minute Q&A. So think of anything you guys got a question on now. Wait for a second. Right when you're on here and you see me go live again, then you'll jump on there and I'll answer any questions you got. Oh, man, this feels good. This is going to be good, especially for those people who like to side sleep. I will get you to not side sleep. I'll get you to be sleeping on your backer. You get the grounding kit, a firm bed-ish, semi-firm bed. I sleep on the floor with just a pillow topper, semi-firm pillow topper, and we're about to get a different one. And then you get the alignment better in your body. You open up some of this tension. You will never sleep on your side again. You will get such better sleep when you sleep on your back. And trust me, I was a stomach sleeper and a side sleeper for probably 33 years of my life. What's it say? You guys can see this like this. Is the tingling down the arm into the fingers, blood flow, or nerves releasing? It's actually both. 2 minutes left on the video, guys, and then we'll be coming back, okay? So let's pop up. Arm behind the back. Chest up big. Turn the head to the side. The tingling. So if you guys ever rolling or stretching and you feel numbness, like it's getting more and more and more numb, stop, shake it out, let it relax for a few minutes, and then go back into it. Sometimes you could just be cutting off blood flow and stuff, but people get freaked out by that, and I tell them it's really hard to mess yourself up foam rolling. Because if anybody was going to mess yourself up foam rolling, it would have been me. What we got? Yeah, it could be cutting off old blood flow. All right, guys, are you feeling good? If nothing else, pop over for a second. Please, anybody who watches this video, I really, really appreciate you guys coming in. I love you guys. I really thank you for taking some time out. I'm going to try and do another one of these throughout the week, but I am definitely going to do Thursday nights, always at 7:30 Eastern. I will always save it for you guys so you can watch it at any time you want. I'll save it to my phone too if anybody ever needs me video. So anyways, feel free, please send me a direct message if you guys want. Show some love to my buddy Rolling the Fitness. He's hooking you guys up. We're going to get 2 of these rollers out. Send me a direct message if you're interested in one of them. I will put your name into a bowl and I will raffle or tell my buddy which way they're going. But I'm going to sign off now, guys. I'm going to come right back on for 10 minutes. So please pop on and ask whatever questions you have just to follow this up. Be right back.